Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. You are doing well and get ready to study, right? So, my dear friends, I am here to tell you to learn and to discuss something with you. Okay. So, can you guess what we are going to do today? So, let me help you. Today, we are going to see some images. Are you excited now? Let's see. See, this is an image which I want to show you. You have to see these images and analyze what these pictures are indicating. Okay. See it also and analyze. And see it also. Now you have to answer, right? I have shown you some images. Now you have to give answer to my question. What these images are indicating? What things comes to your mind firstly after watching these images? If I am not wrong, you may be thinking that these images are indicating the lifestyle of the rural area, or these images are look like a image of a village, right? These are the village where we visit every winters and summer vacation, right? So it is going to be very interesting. Yes, so it's very crystal clear that today we are going to discuss something about village. So are you excited now? Let's discuss our topic. So we have discussed our introduction. Now one thing is left, that it is a village, but a village without our family, is that our village? No. In a village we must have our own family and our own home. Then only that village will be our village, like, right? So my dear friends, I am posing a question to you. Are you all familiar with your family? I am expecting you are aware about your family, right? So how many members are exist in your family? So you have to answer my question. So we may find varieties in members of family. In some families we may find 2 or 3 members. Usually we find 5 or 6 member, and hardly we find 9 to 10 member. So here we may find a variety in member of family, right? But one thing is common in every family. What? But one thing is common in every family. What is that? That each and every family has a leader, right? Or a head of the family, right? Can you answer? Who is the leader of the family and who is the head of the family? The one who control and maintain and take care of the family, who is called the head of the family, right? Usually in each and every family we have a head of the family, right? So my dear friends, I want to tell you one thing, that in our family we have 5 to 10 member. Okay, so in these small group we need a leader, right? Or the head of the family. Likewise, the village is crowded by around 100 and 150 people. So they may need a leader or not. What do you think about it? Yes, very good. They may need a leader, right? So then our leader of the family is called as the head of the family, right? and the leader of the village will be called as the head of the or sarpanch, and this management of the village is called as Panchayati Raj system. So my dear friends, today we are going to discuss the Panchayati Raj system or the government of the village. Are you ready now? Let's discuss our topic. So my dear friends, today we are dealing with the chapter Panchayati Raj system. So in this chapter, what we are going to discuss? Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, importance of Gram Sabha and the structure of Gram Panchayat. Okay, these things we will cover in it. So today we are going to discuss the Panchayati Raj system of the Hardas village. In that village, election has been conducted and leaders are elected by the people. So let me give a brief introduction. Here we will learn about a government of village. Government of village is called as Panchayat. The people who choose their representative through election process, right? And election have been conducted and representative have been chosen by the people. And what is next? The next is the meeting of the Gram Sabha. The meeting of the Gram Sabha where the leaders and the voters will be meet collectively and express their views before the people. Okay. So let's understand what is Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha is a meeting of all adults who live in the area covered by a panchayat. This could be only one village or few villages in it. So Gram Sabha is a meeting of all adults. Adults means the person who is 18 years old or more than 18 years, who is a member of the Gram Sabha. Okay. Who can participate in the meeting of Gram Sabha? Can you answer? Right now I have told you the person who has completed 18 years of age. So anyone who is 18 years old and more and who has the right to vote is a member of the meeting of Gram Sabha. Is it clear to you? Okay. So let's move. So in Hardas village, everyone is rushing to get to the meeting of the Gram Sabha because I have told you election have been conducted and leaders have been elected by the people. Now the people are excited to know the plan of the newly formed government, what the new government will do in favor of the voters. So these things they want to know, that's why they are rushing to go to the meeting of Gram Sabha. Now they have reached to the meeting of Gram Sabha. Then who will inaugurate the meeting of Gram Sabha? Can anybody answer? Yes. Panchayat President, the Sarpanch will inaugurate the meeting of the Gram Sabha. Who will inaugurate? Sarpanch. Panchayat President will inaugurate the meeting of Gram Sabha. Yes. The Gram Sabha starts with the Panchayat President and by the ward member. What is the aim of the Gram Sabha meeting? Can you answer? So my dear friends, let me tell you, it is a place where the leaders and voters are met collectively and discuss various issues related to their social life, right? So what is the aim and importance of Gram Sabha meeting? Various issues are being discussed in that meeting. Okay. Now let's discuss system of Panchayati Raj. Okay. So every village is divided into wards. So one thing I want to tell you before going into depth. I have told you in last class our government works at 3 different level. The whole country covered under national government, and different states cover under state government, and different district cover under local government. So this is the whole structure of the government. Our government works at 3 different level. First one is national level, which covered the whole country, and second one is state level, which covered a specific state like Maharashtra, UP, Goa, Kerala, like that. And third one is local government. It covers district, means district level or local level. Let me clear to you. It is a country, and it is a state in the country, and it is a district in the state. So today we are going to cover the local government, a part of the local government or the government at the district and the village level. Okay. So the every village is divided into ward in a smaller area. As our country is divided into states and different districts, likewise a village is divided into different areas, and those areas are called as ward. Let me tell you. For example, it is a village, okay, and it is subdivided into different parts. Now these small section are called as ward, small ward. Okay, these will be called as ward, and this whole is called as the whole village, right? And each ward elects a representative who is known as the ward member. As I have classified from the town, different areas are called as ward, and each ward means each section of the village will elect a representative who is known as the ward member or panch. Clear? And all the member of the Gram Sabha also elect a sarpanch who is panchayat president. For example, this is the village and this is the different ward. Firstly, they will elect their ward member respectively, means each ward elect a ward representative, right? And after the selection of the ward representative, these all wards collectively elect a panchayat president or the sarpanch. Okay. So all the member of the Gram Sabha also elect a sarpanch who is the panchayat president. Now all the panch and sarpanch are elected for 5 years. For example, if the election has been conducted in 2020, then this government will work up to 2025. Okay, 2022-2025, it will work for coming 5 years. Then the Gram Panchayat has a secretary who is also the secretary of Gram Sabha. So in Panchayati Raj system, we may find a sarpanch and other ward members who are called as panch, and beside these leaders, one person is common to the Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha, who is that he is a secretary, and secretary is not elected by the people, it is appointed by the government through some examination process. Okay, then the secretary is not elected but it is appointed by the government. And what is the duty of the secretary? The secretary is responsible for calling the meeting of the Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record of the proceedings, right? Now you may be thinking, a secretary has some responsibility but Sarpanch and Panch have not. So my dear friends, let me tell you one thing, that Sarpanch and Panch are responsible for the management and taking care of the village. All these things will be done by the Sarpanch and the Panch. Okay. Now the next topic of our discussion is importance of Gram Sabha. So let me tell you, the Gram Sabha is a key factor in making the Gram Panchayat play its important role and responsible. So can you imagine how Gram Sabha are So can you imagine how Gram Sabha is doing all these things? So my dear friends, let me tell you, Gram Sabha is a most powerful authority and they can approach the Gram Panchayat any moment, any time. So this is how the Gram Sabha is making the Gram Panchayat play its important role and responsible. So Gram Sabha is a place where all the plans for the work of the Gram Panchayat are placed before the people. As I told you, it is a meeting where voters and leaders are met together to discuss about the developmental plans of the village, right? And Gram Sabha prevents the Panchayat from doing wrong things like misusing the money or favoring certain people. How? Because if the Panchayat is doing these things, so the member of the Gram Sabha can ask any question to the Gram Panchayat, then the Panchayat have to answer before the people, because it is the people who have elected them as the leader, right? So Gram Sabha plays an important role in keeping an eye on the elected representative and in making them responsible to the person who elected them. They have elected and they can question them, they can approach them if they are doing anything wrong. So this is how Gram Sabha keeps the Gram Panchayat responsible, right? So my dear friends, this is all which we want to discuss in this class. Before wind up this session, I would like to show you a video, right?